Dang. Could you hand me my phone real quick? It's just a little out of my reach. Okay. Nothing important right now. And streams up. Thank you, Michael. Good evening, Internet. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Thursday Throne. I'm your host. I'm Mark, aka DJ Amstrack up there. Amsrai in the channel. I'm trying to mix up the intro a bit, but I don't think that really added much to it.
Welcome to Throne of Pizza.
Yes, that's Daniel. He's McThulu in the channel. Excuse me.
We have garlic bread.
And tonight we are continuing The Longest Journey. Last time, after lots of weird stuff has been happening in the world around us, we fell into another world. Or rather, we're sent to. Yes, we jumped into another world. With the help of Cortez.
Through a portal created by a Hispanic grifter.
Yes, where we learned that our world was one of two halves of a former world. A world of both magic and science that grew too powerful for its own good and so was split in twain into separate science and magic halves to preserve the balance.
You split Robin's planet in twain.
His? You said Robin's and my brain went his. Our world, being founded on logic, quickly forgot about the other worlds, dismissing it as fairy tales and myth and stuff like that. The other world, though, having no such compunction, remembers us pretty well. They know that we exist. So...
And both see the other in dreams.
Yes.
So they have pretty decent intel.
Anyway, yeah, we learned that the Keeper of the Balance, was that the right name? Was that what they called the person?
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, there hasn't been one of those for a couple hundred years, so about the year 2000 is when the last Keeper stepped down, and it is now 2203, 2209, something like that.
Future!
Yeah, a couple hundred years in the future. Not like so distant that it's not even recognizable anymore, but, you know, noticeably more advanced. It's not just next Sunday AD.
But no singularity yet.
Right. Far from the singularity. Hey, Vance. And yeah, we ran around town for a while, talked with a map seller and a cups game guy. There's
an old guy.
Yeah, and an old guy by the sea who
and a young sea captain who's a complete Dorcas.
The old guy by the sea apparently has a wooden dick, a story he wanted to tell us, but which we quickly backed off on. Or backed away from, rather. We had a musical emergency when we became the map seller's errand person. And yeah, that mostly brings us up to where we were. We were just about to deliver an item, a map, to the guy that Cortez told us to find on this side. They call him the Rolling Man. here because he rides around on a motorcycle or a bicycle or something, which he apparently brought over from our world.
I can't wait to meet the dork. It's gonna
Yep.
be funny.
So, let us begin. Wingy. I want to open up the game bar. Sorry.
Bye. Start a war. Start a virtual war.
At the game bar. Game bar. Game bar. Ow!
Well, that's total dark points.
Hmm?
Dark points.
Oh.
Don't know what you heard.
I heard dark points, and I was like, what?
But pretty sure bad song filth doesn't get you dark side points.
Mm-mm. I didn't think so either.
Certainly wasn't that bad.
Mm-mm. Westhouse. Brian Westhouse. Yep, he looks more like someone from our world. His house looks slightly more modern too, but not much.
Oh, Mac once said, Sam discovered that the musical monkey wouldn't work for that puzzle.
Yep, that was unfortunate.
Great view. Back home, a place like this would easily set you back tens of millions. Here, it's probably free. Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Damn, Mason, what is it now? Oh, well, guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanya, are you?
Sorry, I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian.
How's that?
Are you by any chance from the coast of...
Really?
Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were two of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink.
God damn? Is he swearing to that one fish god?
No, he said goddamn.
I totally heard it in there.
The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do for you?
Interesting drink timing.
I have a delivery for you.
A delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for you. Hold your horses. What are you doing working for the Guild? Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Ye gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
DJ Mon says, 200 years later, Glenfiddich is still a big name in Scotch. Hey, booze brands tend to last through the ages.
Some do, anyway.
An old storied brand often has more pull than a new one.
What's, I heard that Jack Daniels isn't doing so well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Not as many friends of Jackie's, is it?
Nope. I remember hearing that, oh shoot, it was a famous musician who died recently, and there have been so many that most of them have piled out, the one that I'm trying to remember. But apparently he owned a controlling share in the company and was also one of their biggest customers. And so after he died, confidence in the company just kind of went toes up.
Also, like it killed him.
Well, no, it's not what killed him, but his influence was a lot of what kept it chugging along.
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fellow, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no.
Yep.
Smokes like a chimney?
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
He's good. Where do you know him from?
Oh, my old life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
But that's almost 300 years ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934. Between the worlds, where you dream time has little meaning, I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
For 300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300 years, quite disconcerting, really. Quite disconcerting.
How did you end up here in Marcuria?
That's quite a story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 17, I'd put that life behind me. I spent the next 3 years at sea, and then I wandered around Europe for a time. In the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India, working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic... I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
So what happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to... but I still wouldn't have listened, of course. The unknown attracts. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of '34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide, and it's not an easy road to take. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the past anymore. There's more than enough to worry about in the present.
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter, and I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss Ryan, but you'd be better off asking the Sentinel priests for assistance.
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
I should get going.
Very well. You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Anytime.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that. Sign this, please. It's just to confirm that I made the delivery.
Certainly.
It's Brian Westhouse, expat and minor recluse. It's a brown, slightly cloudy liquor. I can't hold my liquor. I'll be spending the rest of the day doubled over, staring into the ocean, and, I'll just not have any.
And not holding the liquor.
Hold on one second, Miss Ryan. I just remembered something. It's such a long time ago, I'd almost forgotten, but Manny did give me something that might be of interest.
What is it?
It's a pocket watch. Manny gave it to me the last time I saw him. I never quite understood why, but maybe you can tell me.
Did he say anything about it?
He said that when his heart started beating again, he would know. It would be like a message in Morse code, a beacon. Damn watch never worked, and the winding mechanism is broken, so it's probably not worth much. You're welcome to it if it's any help.
Thanks.
And of course, it immediately starts responding to her.
It's an antique pocket watch. It's not ticking. The knob used for winding the watch seems to have broken off, and there's only a tiny hole left.
Tiny.
If I insert this pin carefully into the hole, like so, and then slowly wind it... It worked! It's ticking! I did it! It's a shift! I can go home!
By God, it's a shift. I haven't seen one for ages.
Why don't you come back with me, Mr. Westhouse? You could say hello to your old friend, Manny.
If I tried to step through that, Miss Ryan, I would suffer a most unpleasant experience. And I would be lost in the between forever. Besides, I built this house with my own two hands. I wouldn't want to leave it to these barbarians. And what does your Stark have to offer me? This world is more recognizable to me now. Now you go ahead, Miss Ryan. Go back. And don't let your curiosity of the unknown tempt you into making another shift.
Thanks for your help.
Say hello to Manny for me. Tell him I'm doing all right. And then I said, thanks.
Watch Windress appeared and says credit goes to me.
Cortez. Oh, God, it's real. It's all true. I saw it. I saw the other world. Arcadia. Either I'm going crazy or you were right about everything.
Let's hope for the latter, mi amiga? So I gather your trip was a success.
Success? My whole world has been turned topsy-turvy, so I don't think success is the right word. Nothing about it makes sense. Fact is, I don't believe in magic.
The sun does not need you to believe in it to rise in the morning, señorita. You have seen the truth with your own two eyes. I can do nothing more to convince you. It is up to you now.
Well, do I have a choice? I have to believe at least some of it. My life wouldn't make much sense otherwise.
You are a true skeptic, April. Está bien. We need your kind to balance the hopeless romantics like myself.
What happens now?
The Minstrom told you about the balance. About Stark and Arcadia.
A man named Tobias. He was called the Vestrum, I think. Vestrum Tobias.
Ah, so Tobias made Vestrum. Que bien, good. I knew he would go far when I first met him years ago. He was just an Instrum then, a student of the balance, but he was smart and resourceful. So you know what is going on with the balance.
Tobias told me that the Guardian was missing, and that the balance was failing. He said this would bring chaos into both worlds.
As we are already seeing, your dreams, your nightmares, they are part of these. You sense chaos more keenly than most, but even they are beginning to notice that things are not as they should be. Like last night.
What about last night?
Says the cursor is on Cortez.
What you saw, you were not alone this time. There were others, and they saw the same thing. Not nightmares anymore. Real. The first sign of the damage chaos can do. The divide is being breached. It is not yet time for the worlds to be united. A breach could prove catastrophical.
Who are you really, Cortez?
Excuse me?
People knew you over there in Arcadia. Tobias. He didn't know you by your real name, but he did know you. And Mr. Westhouse, he knew you too, as Chavez, but several hundred years ago.
So my secrets are being revealed, are they?
I wouldn't say that, because you're still a mystery to me. Or so.
Good. You see, señorita, mystery is important. To know everything, to know the whole truth is dull. There is no magic in that. Magic is not knowing. Magic is wondering about what and how and where.
Get back to the
I'd
insane
settle for the
clown
truth,
monster.
just to be able to know you. Because, honestly, I don't mean this in a bad way. You scare me, Cortez. I'm afraid of you.
And you are not the only one, mi amiga. I'm sorry, but whatever it is about me that mystifies you, it will have to stay a secret. There are things even you should not know.
He's a dragon.
He's definitely a
Gee, thanks. That really helped.
You said it before I could.
Perdóname. Perhaps later, when we are certain of what the future holds, okay? I think I can promise you that, Señorita
He
Ryan.
said
Later.
okay, but it says C.
But for now, we must speak of more important matters.
You helped me back, didn't you?
To shift?
Kings.
See? The power is yours, yes?
Thanks, John.
But for now, you need me to focus your powers to call forth your dreams.
Dreams?
Yes. To travel from one world to the next, you must pass through the world of dreams. It is the only way. You are capable of opening a shift on your own, but you might not be able to.
What do you mean?
The power, the magic is within you. And when you sleep, sometimes you open the portal without even being aware of it. But when you're awake, it's more difficult. With practice, you will do it.
I don't think I want to do it.
You must. The worlds depend on it.
So what do I do?
We must work together, April. I can't do it alone, and neither can you.
But what exactly is it that we have to do?
4 things. We must find the Lost Guardian, we must locate the gateway to his realm, and the disc that is the key to his tower, and we must do what we can to curtail and defeat the Vanguard.
How are we going to find the Guardian?
The moment he surrendered his throne and left his realm, he stepped back into our world. This world, Stark. This is where he was born, and so this is where he must return to.
But he could be anywhere, right?
This city has power, April. Not magic, but the opposite of magic. And it draws people to it like flies to an open fire. All the pieces of the puzzle come together here.
Fly toward the
You,
fire.
me, the Vanguard, the Guardian. I can guarantee you that he's here. But where exactly, I do not know. I think maybe the Vanguard do. I think they may have him.
If they have him, how are we going to get him back? And why do they need him? Why do we need him?
He left his realm, but he's the last Guardian. And only he can open the doorway back to his realm to let his successor through. The Vanguard knows this. But what they don't know, yet, is how to get there.
Hold up. What's stuff in chat that's trying to
Oop.
echo? The dialogue kept going. Watchfinder says, I can't trust this guy when he starts talking about mystery. Told immediately by, she's afraid too. Glad I'm not the only one. Lord Barbary inquires if she's artistic as artistic as her namesake. Oh wait, it's referring to Remy.
Oh.
Remy like popped up behind you, pretty much.
I wouldn't say she's artistic, but she's as temperamental as artists can be. So,
Clumsy said, "Nah, you're an artistic player, so." And Watchfinder said, "Hi Remy, I love how Ams patted his couch and Remy came over. That's a highly paid compliment by a cat."
well, the thing is, I was patting for Vince to come over.
But he's far too comfortable just off screen.
Yeah,
Hollow of a chair.
Vince doesn't really care. He doesn't often come when called. He likes being given attention if he doesn't have to go out of his way for it, though. And he is also extremely patient. Like, you can just pick him up and hold him like a baby, and he might meow, he might complain a little, but he won't really struggle to get loose. He'll just kind of deal with it. Remy, on the other hand, is
Almost bipolar.
yeah, she's pretty much bipolar. She wants all the attention one moment, and then she wants to be left to herself the next.
And hypersensitive. You pet her for a while, she needs to walk away for a moment and come back.
Yeah, we think she has Katzberger's.
I'm glad you managed to work that sucker in there. Vince will come when called sometimes, though.
Sometimes.
Sometimes he's very much wanting attention too.
Yep. But that is much less often.
Mike One says, so the Guardian returned to Stark after 1,000 years away? That's going to be some culture shock.
Right?
And Clumsy swears to Madoka. My Madoka, their censored genius lol. Okay, Clumsy. Sure.
Yeah.
Words. Should call him Crazy Robot.
Although, I suspect that the difference between the year while the difference between the year 1000 and the year 2000 is pretty great, given the way that things accelerate, I get the feeling that the difference between the year 2000 and the year 2300-ish, or whatever it is here, would be a bit bigger still, you know?
Sounds like.
And the difference...
Societal and technological change are... I'm not sure if it's a power function or just like a quadratic or something, but...
Well, yeah.
It is non-linear.
Like, if it had just been 800 years from 1000 to 1800, I don't think the culture shock would have been that awful. From 1000 to 1900, a little worse for sure, but still not that bad. But
And 4000 BC to 3000 BC?
yeah, it's whatever.
Oh look, they invented a new type of farm.
The maps may be drawn differently than you remember them, but
Oh yeah, this civilization, gone. Just gone.
yeah, 1900 to 2000 things kind of took off.
Sometimes literally.
Yeah.
Moonward.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of things got thrown out of the system altogether.
Yep. Anyway.
Who'd know about the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
That I do not know. That knowledge wouldn't be here in Stark. You must go to Arcadia, study the books, talk with the Minstrom and others who might know, but not yet. First, we must finish our mission here.
Where's the key to the Guardian's realm?
In Arcadia. The key contains two parts. One is the disc itself, the other is the 4 jewels, the eyes of the dragons.
So one of the two
That
parts
gives
is
the
4
disc the
parts.
properties of the balance and makes it complete.
Where is the disc?
The disc was left in the care of the Sentinel 10,000 years ago. In the beginning, it was kept in the open, displayed for all to see. But not anymore. Not since thieves tried to make away with it. They will know where it is. Ask Tobias, Vestrum Tobias.
Oh, I misread that. After thieves tried to make out with it.
Oh no. Those aren't thieves, those are something else.
Where are the 4 jewels?
Those are discophiles?
Ah, the eyes of the dragons. They are kept by the 4 dragons themselves. 2 in Arcadia and 2 in Stark. The white dragon has 1, as does the old one. These you must find yourself. I'll help you with the others.
Yeah, well, why don't you just give us the one that you have, dragon?
Yeah, dragon.
Eisenzahn.
How do we defeat the Vanguard?
The Vanguard are strong here and growing stronger. Even in Arcadia, they are gaining a foothold. And with the Tyrant on a leash, the future looks quite bleak.
How do you know so much about what's going on in Arcadia?
Voices whisper in my ear, señorita. Voices that I trust.
Better not be those gnomes.
You're saying the Vanguard are strong here. How come I haven't heard about them?
They don't go by that name here. Did you ever hear of the Church of Voltec?
Church of Voltron?
Sure. They're... Oh, that's the Vanguard?
See?
Then they're big. Very big. But why do they... Why assume a different name here?
In Arcadia, They flaunt their philosophy. They preach the destruction of the balance under the pretense of returning humankind to the glories of the past. Here, they cannot do that. So they have integrated themselves slowly but surely into society under the subterfuge of the New Age religion. And they've built a financial empire to match governments.
Oh, there's
That much
Scientology.
money?
Scientology.
The Vanguard own multinational companies. They own planets, April. They own armies. All they need is the balance, and they will own everything. The twin worlds will be at their mercy.
So, we basically don't stand a chance, do we? Against an enemy like that.
If we hold at bay the forces of chaos, and if we ensure the natural continuation of the Guardian's role within the balance, then they will have lost.
How are we supposed to fight this chaos you keep talking about?
You're the key, April. You have the power to shift, yes? But there's more to you than that. You are a child of the balance. And you... no, that will have to wait. By just being alive, you counter chaos. Without you, last night might have turned out much worse. That tiny breach might have been permanent.
I didn't do anything.
Then imagine the power you wield when you really do something. Trust me on this, amiga. It's instinctive to you to fight chaos. You see it so clearly, and you will know what to do. You are most needed in Arcadia, where chaos is a part of reality. The tidal wave will hit there first, and unless it's subdued before it hits Stark full force, we'll never stand a chance. So you will have to travel to Arcadia after we are done here.
Okay, so that's it? Kick some Vanguard ass, find the Guardian, locate the entrance to his realm, and a 10,000-year-old disc and 4 Dragon Eye jewels? And oh, April, make sure you do battle with the physical manifestations of chaos along the way, because hey, that's your destiny.
What is this, an adventure game?
It's impossible, Cortez. I can't do these things. I'm 18, I'm an artist. No, not even that, I'm nobody. You can't place all these responsibilities on my shoulders. I can't carry that much.
I will help you, April. Others too, you're not alone.
Well, I feel very alone, and I can't even tell anybody about this. Yeah, hi, how are you? I'm the Chosen One. Can you help me save the world from evil and chaos?
There is no chosen one, April. There are only those who would and those who wouldn't. You have a choice between the two.
You said I had powers, that I wasn't like everybody else.
True, but you still have a choice. Prophecies can never unravel the will of a single human. You are one of many possible paths, but unfortunately, most of the alternative paths have been blocked by circumstances beyond our control. The world does depend on you, but you have not been chosen. You choose for yourself what you are and what you will be.
What happens if I choose no, no way?
I am not a fortune teller, nor am I a Vinar. What will happen? Something else? That's all I can tell you. Something else.
Something.
But I'm sure it won't be anything good. Not unless you agree to help.
But I can't do it. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not your savior. I don't have any magic powers. I'm just this girl. I'm just me.
The choice is yours, April. As always, the choice is yours.
It's not much of a choice, is it?
For what it's worth? Perhaps not. Still, you need to come to the decision on your own.
Then the choice will have to be, yes, let's save the world. Where do we start?
Here, in Newport. We must find out about the Vanguard. Their headquarters are in this city, but where? Do they have the Guardian under lock and key? What are their weaknesses? Once we've done that, you must travel to Arcadia. I cannot go there, and besides, I have things to take care of here.
Right. Except, where the hell do I go to find out about the Vanguard? The library? The net?
Valuable information is hard to find. Remember the painting I showed you yesterday?
Sure.
The artist, a boy named Warren. I told you about him, yes? Warren is involved in a lot of activities that, aren't exactly legal. He has connections. He can point us in the right direction.
Underground, Source.
All right. Okay. Where do I find him?
Underground.
My friend, Father Raul at the Hope Street Cathedral, he's had some contact with the boy lately. Ask him.
Wait. Did you say Hope Street?
Yes?
As in the most dangerous neighborhood in Newport?
AKA Nope Street.
Is it? I don't usually follow the civic affairs of the city. I remember Hope Street when they first built it. A clean neighborhood.
That must have been a very long time ago.
Still, I'm sure you'll be safe. You're a girl, no? A self-respecting gentleman would never harm a girl.
Uh-huh.
It's
Oh,
the
you are
self-respecting
self-defense.
gentleman part I'm concerned about. Still, I can handle myself. Father Raoul, was it? At the Hope Street Cathedral?
Yeah, next to the porcelain telephone.
Yes. He will lead you in the right direction. Help you find Warren Hughes.
Warren Hughes.
When you're done tomorrow, we will meet up at the cathedral late in the afternoon. I need to speak with Raul as well.
On the porcelain
Okay,
telephone. You have too much
good.
to drink.
It's a plan then?
Enjoy yourself tonight, April. Who knows what the future may hold? Good night.
And do the monkey. Yeah, he walks like a dragon.
I was going to say he walks strangely, but I wasn't going to make the leap all the way to dragon. Say like someone who's or like he's not used to moving in that body.
Okay, so Lord Budbury said he has too much fun making you go through hoops. And then corrected himself, hoops.
Going through oops.
Watchfinder said they own planets. Followed by, he's not telling much. And then Michael 1 said, if you find all this to be too much to handle, mentally substitute Vanguard with Vanguard.
I was doing that frequently in my head, actually.
Wait, what?
It's like, okay, so they're guarding a van,
Oh.
and the van has the Guardian inside of it.
Hey, no cursing.
They're guarding the Guardian in the van. Could you grab me another drink while you're up, please?
Party van. They're gonna need to invest in dogs. I know there's an internet hate machine.
Internet hate machine. Explode a van. Oh, in fact, I think I'll try that thing that you got.
Okay. This took me a long drive, but I figured out about, but
That was pretty quick, really.
and knowing is half the G.I. Joe.
Knowing is half the G.I. Joe.
The annual Vava Summer Exhibit, August 11th through 18th. God. Need model to pose nude for serious work. Film equipment for sale. Wait a second.
I think the previous one was also Zach, but... Thank you. Mountain Dew Black Label. Ooh. Crafted dark berry. How did they craft those berries?
Dink, 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 squish. Crud. Dink.
Berry Smith. I mean, it's not as thematically appropriate for this game as Surge, but
Problems with berries.
hey, that's pretty good.
We've got problems with bears.
Nice. Very Van Goghish.
With just a hint of Monk, yes.
It's Emma's contribution to the exhibition. I have no idea what it is.
Cortez is true form.
Yeah.
Like one says, the van of destiny. Well, like, wait, does that mean the berries were the input or the output of the crafting process? Watchfinder is now known as Berry Smith. Squish. Darn it. I'd say working berries with a hammer is not the most effective.
I would think it would help if you froze him first.
The best part about the stock footage of that van exploding is that stock footage, you know what it really was? A bomb squad disposing of a bomb.
Pulling long hours today, Charlie?
Unfortunately, yeah. Are you staying for the show tonight?
What show?
The one from Mr.
You don't know
Mr.
who's
Head?
playing?
I've had a few other things on my mind these past few days, Charlie. Sorry. Anybody good?
Sorry, Charlie.
Anybody good? Are you kidding? Roy and Dale's playing. It's the first gig on their new tour. Sort of returning to their roots before they do the big venues.
Tonight? Great, that's perfect. Especially tonight. I need some serious unwinding.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have a problem.
What's up?
Michael one says, hammer sounds. You forged a strawberry tofu.
I just had the weirdest experience of my life.
Weirder than last night?
Much weirder. I mean, it sounded like what happened here could have... It might just have been mass suggestion, or a hologram, or even rapture gas.
April.
It's happened, I know it was probably very real to you, and I'm not saying it wasn't, but the alternatives...
Are the alternatives so much worse? That there are things going on that we can't explain? That there's more to life than what science teaches us?
I don't know,
In
Charlie.
this particular
Wish I
case,
did, but I
particular
don't.
case, possibly.
So what's this thing you were gonna tell me about the weirdest experience of your life?
You wouldn't believe me anyway, Charlie.
Try me.
No, really, I can't. It's too much, too close. I don't know if I believe it myself.
Okay. You tell me about it later then, alright?
Maybe. Is Emma around?
Haven't seen her. She knows about the show, so she'll be here.
When does the concert start?
In less than an hour. I expect the place to be crowded soon, so you should find yourself a spot to sit down.
Thanks, Charlie.
No problem. Later.
Lumberberry says, you don't know who's playing? I was hoping you could tell me. I don't know either.
That I was expecting that to happen. As usual, it doesn't accurately or successfully capture the mouse until I switch out. That looks like a prime seat for the show. And here comes Emma.
I love how she weirdly languishes into it.
So where have you been all day? You didn't show up at school, you weren't at work, and then Fiona tells me you're out looking for Cortez again, and on top of that, Zach brags about bagging a date with you. What's up with that?
Oh, shit! Zach! I totally forgot. He's gonna kill me. If I don't show up, that is.
You mean it's true? You have a date with that asshole? I told him he was full of shit.
Yes.
I needed some information.
And you sell yourself to get it? April, you're insane. Well, you're just going to have to disappoint him.
I made a promise.
To that sleazebag? That's a promise made to be broken.
And he made a dangerous sounding threat.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure where it is going to go.
I don't know if he'd be able to follow through on it, though.
Hopefully he winds up unconscious in a dumpster. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Just like falls off of a ledge.
And if he tries anything, he's homeless, so, you know.
Maybe you need to get some mace. Or a mace.
Hey,
Shift to Arcadia and buy a mace.
yeah. That's a good idea.
Let's
I am going to save, though. Except I can't save right at this moment. Great. Oh, yes, I can. No, I can't.
Or can you?
No, I can't.
No.
I can
No,
open.
I was just throwing that one in.
I can open the menu, but save game is grayed out. I can't.
I didn't even see it. I saw load game.
Well, I mean, it's gone. I mean, but
Yes.
by grayed out, I mean it's not an option.
It's been replaced by high acid paper. That's clearly not low acid paper.
Because I mean, on the one hand, I don't want to. I don't want to do that, but on the other hand, I kind of want to see what happens. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come up later.
Maybe.
Don't know where it's even going.
What do y'all think I should do? Because, I mean, yeah, if it were me in this situation, I would stay put. I would stay here, enjoy the concert, screw Zach. Except not actually
I don't
screw
think I
Zach.
see his name.
Huh.
I'm gonna try Sleaze. No.
Douche.
Douche. No.
Douchebox.
Ass. Class passage.
Glass passage. Ass assage.
Class passage. Are we talking about the weight? Barry Smith says, "Are you feeling daring tonight, Hams? Do ya?" Robot Bree says, "Stick with the promise, I guess." Barry Smith says, "I would say too. He'll probably end up meeting us here anyways."
Well, except this isn't where he was going to go. And at the same time, being that where the whole thing about choice comes up time and again. In this game. And I kind of wonder if if my choices are adding up to some big thing at the end rather than just scene A, scene B that keeps on coming back together and apart again.
Well,
In which case, do I want to have the do I want to make a choice that shows I have integrity, or do I want to make a choice that shows that I don't dignity, that I don't give unearned respect, that I am pragmatic?
Well, the last choice I remember, be the hero or not, was more like a discussion of being the hero or not, rather than an actual selection.
Well, right, but
It wasn't even about that must.
but the previous day, when I was given the choice to work here that night or go home and take the night off. I did the first time I played any of this game, I chose to keep working there, and I saw the scene of the weird little creature popping out of the jukebox. I did not see the scene of the jungle springing out of the television. So the choices are making a difference.
Well, I figured this particular choice probably comes down to how and when Zack will be dealt with. Like, do you outmaneuver him on the ostensible bait? Like finding excuses not to drugs, tricking him into something like that. Or
But
deal with
potentially humiliating him publicly.
which would be amazing.
Yeah. It would be nice for deflating his ego and killing what little respect anybody might have for him.
Or do you deal with him later, after some malformed sense of revenge or something? And, like, trick him into hurting himself. Or whatever winds up happening. Because I will notice that on this spoiler-free walkthrough, it doesn't say a thing. It says do what you can in the cafe. Barry Smith says, showing you have integrity to a sleazeball?
Yeah. But, I mean, at the same time, I can... If I go on the date, I can maintain moral superiority through whatever he tries to pull. And potentially show him up really bad in public. I feel like choosing to go on the date may well be the more interesting option. I'm just really disappointed that I can't save right here and go back and try again.
When did you last save?
I have not yet saved tonight. So, right before going to meet Brian Westhouse.
Yeah, we didn't get to see why they call him the Rolling Man. I saw no bike.
It's probably around.
Like, I was expecting some sort of shenanigans to take place on meeting him. I'm sure it'll come up later, though.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll go with the first choice, just because that does seem like it'll be the more interesting option the more I think about it. I mean, stay here and it's woo concert. Whereas going there, there's immediately some drama to be had, although at the same time, blowing him off and waiting to see what he has planned for revenge could be very interesting as well. But also kind of risky. Then again, going on the date is also probably pretty risky.
Barry Smith says, Emma's going to hate you so much. Lol, I'm kidding. What if you meet the band? Lord Rodriguez says, what if the band are jerks too?
Yeah, there's that chance as well. You know what, I might just have to replay this on my own time. I think I'll stay. That seems more in... That feels more in character. At least the way I'm playing this. Because I was like, nope, not gonna work. I had tonight off. I could use the money, but I need tonight off. So, yeah. Let's...
You're right. I'm staying here.
Good girl. Now, there are a couple guys you should keep an eye open for tonight.
Me?
I have a boyfriend. You need a boyfriend. You need a boyfriend because I have one, and I need somebody to compare boyfriends with. It's not your choice to make, girl. It's just the natural order of things.
What the
I
heck?
thought we were here to listen to the band.
Sure, from the back, so we can scope out guys' asses.
I don't know which place is weirder, Mercuria or the Fringe Cafe on any given night.
Mark what?
Never mind. So, okay, which guys are we looking for?
Right. Now, you may want to take notes.
What notes? Frenemies.
Oh, that
Oh, God.
that wasn't terribly interesting.
Headache.
Yeah, there's lots.
I didn't really have that much to drink, did I? No. But I did travel through a shift into a parallel universe, which would explain this weird compulsion to curl up into a fetal position and go back to sleep. Not that I'm particularly looking forward to it, but I guess I have to go find that Warren guy Cortez told me about down on Hope Street. And hey, like that's not enough. I have to avoid bumping into Zack today. He's probably royally pissed that I stood him up, and Zack's very good at being pissed.
Yeah, he's also good at taking the piss.
Or having the piss taken, rather. April's Dairy.
I bet he's ironically bad at taking a piss. This guy just hoses down the seat. I'm gonna stop. This is terrible. Do they even have Saturdays here? Are you really reading this fast?
I'm scanning it.
What about density?
I am your density. I mean, destiny.
Roughly speaking, he's not too far off. Humans tend to have roughly the same density. If they're...
Oh, no avoiding that.
Oh, crud.
So you thought you could stand me up and get away with it, bitch?
I'm sorry. What did you call me?
We have a date and then you don't show? Leave me looking like a sad prick all night in front of my friends?
I couldn't go, Zack. Get over it.
I don't fucking care. You'll regret fucking with me, bitch. I can promise you that.
What are you gonna do?
You'll find out, April Ryan. You're gonna be so fucking sorry you ever fucked with me.
Oh, he had more stupid things to say. Oh well.
Oh well.
There'll be trouble later. By then, maybe they'll have a mace.
Anything new and interesting over here?
Annual summer blowout at the Fringe Cafe, Friday, August 4th.
Roindale,
8 p.m.
Harlequin
Free food.
Masquerade,
Live
and the
performances by
Go-Getters.
Roindale, Harlequin Masquerade, the Go-Getters. Tickets available at the bar. $10 only. Spread the word.
Wait, was that? No, that's the pizza and movie night thing. Okay.
Pizza
Wha-
night and movie. Iguana tonight.
I feel like iguana tonight.
Iguana tonight.
What the hell? That's bizarre.
I'm very certain you got that from me, and I got that from, I think, America's Funniest Home Videos for some reason.
The Fringe Cafe.
Who here remembers Chicken Tonight?
Who here remembers Back Tonight?
Oh, not that monstrosity. It's like if Jay Leno
I hate to
and
say it,
Moon did things.
But I don't have time to talk to Charlie right now. Fresh bread. It's a jukebox.
Hit jukebox. Hit jukebox. You get a big box.
Backs.
You get a big bark. Get a bird. Bird.
It's a juke in a box.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
He knows which wine goes with fish or pork.
What?
Hail, Cork Master, the master of the cork.
That's not how.
He
That's not what the song
knows
actually
which wine
is.
goes with fish or pork. Come on, man. Classic Frasier episode.
I don't remember that one.
If you ever figured out to do a float up chopped salad beside scrambled eggs,
You're calling again.
why are eggs able to do that? Creepy.
Scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do? Ha ha ha.
Think you get some pepper and toast?
Kelsey Grammer.
Thanks, Armstrong.
She's tied off
She's
there.
gone.
I think the inflection wasn't quite right on that. I think that should have been more like she's gone.
Looks like he knows how to use that steel pipe. I think he's in trouble. The boss man. From his uniform, I'd say he's one of the West Side Kings. They got recruitment posters all over town.
Really?
Wow, that's some brazen mafia in there.
Uh-huh.
Brazen gangster. That sounds like a punk band.
Well, that's a cathedral.
Michael Wong says, I'm no expert, but I thought wine and meat were kind of conveniently color-coded in that regard.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's different kinds of reds and different kinds of whites.
Yeah, the song's intentionally understating the powers of the Cork Master.
87.
Man, I want to try that black label, but I need to get up early tomorrow.
Well, how much caffeine does it have as compared with,
210 milligrams. It's under your thumb.
That's calories.
Oh, never mind.
83 milligrams per 16 fluid ounces, which I think is what this is. Yeah. So, only 83. That's...
Same density as usual stuff, but it's a big can.
Yeah.
Pretty. And considering the neighborhood, it's a miracle that it's still intact. Maybe it's bulletproof stained glass designed for inner city cathedrals.
Inner city cathedral.
I wonder how they light those candles. Do they have ladders? Or jetpacks? That's a funky idea. Priests with rockets on their backs. That would give a whole new dimension to evening services.
Literally.
Yeah, the Z-axis.
But I bet it's like an electric starter.
Like one says, ominous organ music, check. Or maybe it's a little torch you do on a long stick.
Or heck, maybe they're technically not even candles. Maybe they're designed to look like candles, but are actually like...
There are bulbs that are like that.
I don't even mean bulbs. I mean like gas flames. So, you know, it actually has the flame effect, but...
Still to light those.
Yeah, but you could put an electric starter on them and light them remotely. You can't just go through the pews?
Pew pew.
It's a priest.
Good morning. I'm Father Raoul. You're not a Hope Street regular, are you? I haven't seen you here before.
I don't visit the neighborhood very often, no.
And why should you? It's not a very nice place. This cathedral is all there's left of the hope in Hope Street.
I'm sorry to hear that, Father.
So am I. But we cope. We cope. How may I be of assistance?
I hope he doesn't cope via Coke.
Or cope, for that matter.
Huh?
Cope.
But?
The dipping tobacco.
Oh. Didn't know that brand.
Yep.
I pretty much only know about the skull. Because you see it around.
Do people still go to church?
Yes, some do. Some do. Religion is pretty resilient.
Religion, sure. But there's so many new religions, and people tend to abandon the old ones, don't they?
They'll be back. The Voltex and the Manus of the world offer only a fleeting chance of material happiness. What they cannot offer is spiritual enlightenment.
So you're not worried about the competition?
We have over 2,000 years of experience and tradition to build on. I don't see us just rolling over on our backs and giving up. No.
Do you know a boy named Warren Hughes?
As a matter of fact, I do. The Hugheses were regulars before they traveled to the colonies. Poor Warren was left an orphan by his family. I haven't seen him for years.
Boy, that was a weird ellipsis on traveled.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Warren live?
I'm not sure he lives anywhere. But he does belong to a Hope Street gang, the Razor Blades, I believe. They seem to congregate just down the street in Building 87.
Wait.
Be careful, though. Although they're far from the worst gang around here, they're not a particularly friendly lot. And they don't care for strangers.
I can take care of myself.
It said congregate.
I don't doubt that. Still, be careful.
His voice said conjugate.
No, he said congregate.
They tend to conjugate.
I heard congregate.
So let's chat. What did you guys hear? And Sonnet, I am trying to blackmail. Hopefully it won't get my ass.
Sonnet?
Sonnet.
I heard sonnet.
We have problems.
We have problems, Smith Bears.
About to say Smith by Bears, yes.
Thank you, Father.
Please come by again if you're ever in the neighborhood.
It's the confessional. It's been more than 2 years since my last confession, but no. I'm not in a mood to be counting beads right now, and with my list of, shortcomings, I'll be counting beads for a very long time.
Well,
One,
you know, with
2, 3 beads.
with a name like Ryan, it does make sense that she'd be Catholic.
Andrew. No.
No.
It's a baby angel. A cherub? He's got a red robe wrapped around his posterior, and he looks to be in a hurry. I can't remember reading about this particular incident in the Bible. Maybe it was in the sequel? Nah. That came out only 5 years ago, and this wall painting looks a lot older than that.
Bible 2. Holier than thou.
That's better than anything I would have come up with, I think.
This is freaking good.
Isn't it?
This may become a problem. Especially if it comes out in diet.
87.
42.
19.
36.
24.
Blue.
Hut.
Hut.
Hi.
We are way too nerdy to making football jokes.
Yes, we are.
Sack.
It's out of order.
You're out of order.
This whole building's out of order.
Looks to be about 15 or so.
Could it be the target boy?
Can I talk to you for a minute? You know where I can find a kid named Warren Hughes?
Who's asking?
I am.
Warren Hughes. Never heard of him.
What's your name?
What's yours?
April Ryan.
Lucky you.
All right, well, I guess you can't help me.
Nope. Nobody can.
What do you mean?
A nice, pretty girl like you in a neighborhood like this, asking all the wrong questions. You're heading for some serious trouble, you know.
I can take care of myself.
Do you know
Sure.
Warren
The thing is,
Warren Hughes
there are
is
4 guys waiting
the
downstairs for you to come back out.
the entire
Maybe take
set
care
of
of
wrong
themselves real
questions?
good.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Trouble found you, girl.
What do you want from me?
I should have asked you the same question. Except I don't care. You should have thought twice before coming after me.
After you? I didn't come... So you're Warren?
What? Like you didn't know?
No. Cortez told me your name, where to find you, but...
Hold on. Cortez? Old Spanish talking dude. Real crazy in the head?
That's a fair description, yeah.
Shit. You're not a cop. Social services? Corporate?
No, I'm a friend of Cortez. He said to look you up.
I haven't seen Cortez in a while. Not since before. So what does Senior Cortez want with me?
We need some help.
What kind of help? Look, I gotta stay incognito most of the time now that corporates and cops are stepping up their search for us. I can't go risking my ass for nobody. Not even Cortez.
That's all right. I just need some information on a group called the Vanguard and their leader, Jacob McAllen.
Oh, sorry. Never heard of those guys.
You wouldn't have. They keep to themselves, and they got some kind of cover operation going. But I don't know what it is, and...
Need to find out? Alright, here's the thing. I got a friend who might be able to help you out.
Great!
Hold on. Before I use up my favors with him, I need you to do me a favor in return. Probably even help yourself out at the same time.
Fair enough. What do I have to do?
Easy. Break into the Newport Police Department computer archives. Get me some information on my family. Destroy my criminal record, and get the hell out of there. preferably alive.
You want me to risk my life for a personal favor?
If you don't do this for me, I won't help you out. Besides, there's probably some information on the Vanguards, was it? In the archives. And that information will be valuable to my friend if he's gonna help you out.
I'll do it.
Smart decision. So here's the thing. My dad doped out on raps and seduced by commercials. Sold out our whole family to the shiny happy colonization program for a lifetime supply of the big R, the Rapture. He neglected to ask his lovely wife and children, and the corporates didn't care. One day they came to pick up my mom, my sister, and me. I got away though, snuck out the window. I spent the next 2 weeks in a dumpster.
And your family?
That's just it. I don't know. Off to the colonies, of course, but which one? I don't know. Sometimes they split up families too. You know, they don't tell you that in their ads. I don't give a shit about my dad, and my mom, she's tough. She can take care of herself, but I want my sister back. We were real tight. I'm not gonna let him use her in the mines and factories out there.
So, you want me to find out where they took your sister?
That's it. You're catching on. You do that for me, and delete my criminal record at the same time to get them damn corporates off my ass. I'll give you all the help you need.
Where's the police station?
Take the subway to Metro West. You'll come out on what they call Cop Street. You'll see the NPD headquarters down the block. You can't miss it.
I'd better get going.
Be cool, eh?
So what about those 4 guys waiting for her to come back out? Didn't exist?
Either didn't exist or called off. One of the two. Maybe that's them.
That quickly?
Maybe they were listening.
I don't see a viable signaling mechanism. Yeah, I guess I could.
It's an echoey stairway.
So this mirror, is that a Type 7?
It looked a little more like a Type 6 to me, but
I'm probably too small to be adding.
much too small. Anyway, I have to go record my life real quick.
Meanwhile, it's too bad we don't have another kind of search! Because I clearly see the search. Is that booze up there? If you look to the upper portion of the screen, about midway between the left and center, there's a couple of questionable looking items. Up on the... Is that a luggage rack? Do subways have luggage racks? I have no idea. I've never subwayed. Been on 2 helicopters. No subway. Been in a caboose a couple of times though. At one point it was a library. And this is a kitty. She does this. Sorry about that. Strange.
Okay.
Do you see those questionable looking items up there next to the cursor?
There's a couple of bottles.
A couple of unattended, gargantuan bottles of probably very cheap liquor.
Yeah.
I didn't know subways had luggage racks.
They sometimes have little shelves up there that you can put stuff on.
Like chickens?
No.
Pastrami?
No.
Oh, doing a lot of lunch meats? Have like a wheel of cheese still in the wax. Or a disc of wax covered in cheese.
Why?
Probably to horrify someone.
It worked.
It's a garbage container, and it's mostly empty, save for a couple of sticky old newspapers and bottles.
Today on
Another
Things That Should Be
unfortunate
Sticky.
victim of the Anglo-Pacific Wars of the 90s.
What?
It's your garden variety robotic roadblock. You see them all over this pothole-infested town. There's a small control panel on it. The display reads 3018.
That's probably going to be important.
I do all my grocery shopping at T-Rex. Not that their food is particularly good, nor their prices particularly low. I just love their ads. They're très cool. Especially the one where they built an actual-sized robot dinosaur and sent it out to mangle a competing chain of grocery stores. For real. I don't know if anybody got hurt, but man, that campaign kicked ass.
Ass! Sounds like the actress rather enjoyed that line.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I get to say ass? With emphasis?
It's an automated garbage truck. They crisscross the town emptying containers and running people over.
They shouldn't do that last thing.
No.
In fact, they
Okay.
really shouldn't do that last thing. Computers are very fast at recognizing images when they're capable of it. So put a camera or two on the automated garbage truck and it should be capable of hitting anyone. Almost ever, unless they step out in front of it very suddenly.
Oh, come on.
It's, you know, the brakes and tires failing to stop quickly enough. I like how the Google car doesn't crash much.
It says Threadbare Lane, MCW, and the street ID number is 3018.
Okay, so that's what the 3018 means.
It says Calavera Crossing MCW, and the street ID number is 0092.
Calavera, eh? I wonder if that's a reference. An homage.
Isn't there a Manny Chavez?
There is.
Manny Chavez? Calavera Avenue? I recognize Shenanigans.
This is Lucinda Carlisle reporting live from just outside the Metro Precinct Police Station, and I bring you today a senseless and tragic display of technology gone wrong. In the carnage you see behind me, medical drones are digging through the rubble of a crashed shuttle for the remains of over 100 people who lost their lives today in an accident that could and should have been prevented. Only hours ago, a brave New World Airlines shuttle carrying starry-eyed colonists to the Metro Tower experienced an engine failure and came roaring down on this street without warning, crushing 3 cars and burying 9 innocent pedestrians and 2 would-be carjackers. The cause of this human tragedy? As of yet, there is no official report. We can only speculate, and speculate we will. Was the pilot drunk? Was he hopped up on Amethyst? Was someone aboard carrying a bomb? Did the manufacturers of the shuttle, Monster Limited, skimp on a part and import it from a bootleg factory in Germany? The truth could be any or all of the above. But whoever is responsible, and whatever the punishment, it won't bring any of those bloodied, mangled corpses to life. It won't bring Teresa Roseman, mother of 3, back to her husband, Marty. That loss is forever, and a huge cash settlement can only ease the pain. It can never remove it altogether. Only expensive brain surgery or personality modification through proprietary drugs can do that.
Seriously?
The exact death count is still under wraps, and work will continue throughout the day to identify the thousands of body parts that are being picked one by one from the twisted wreckage of BMWA Shuttle
Hideous
709.
sensationalism.
What repercussions will this accident have on our city? Probably none. You fly a shuttle, you take your chances. This is Lucinda Carlisle, reporting live for the Metro Channel Action News. Back to you, Lisa and Dan. Are we clear? How did I do? Uh-huh. And what are the ratings? 5 million? That's it? 5 million? Jesus, we've lost out to reruns of Gillian's Island? What the fuck, Gregory? Why the hell did you... Yeah. Don't give me any of that shit. You were the one who said this would broaden my audience. I should have stuck with the game shows. Jesus!
I like how that cop didn't do a darn thing about April derping around.
Yeah, he wouldn't care as long as she didn't try to,
It's a police officer. He's guarding the wreckage.
And he wasn't guarding the show, the broadcast.
Pretty certain a real life officer would be like,
move along. There is nothing to see here.
oh, there's some stuff. Michael, it says coming to you live. This is Lens Flare News. Wow, 23rd century news is heavy on the editorializing. I know, it's actually worse than 21st century.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
What's disturbing is that it's not really all that much worse. At least it's significantly worse.
Yeah. Okay, this is going to be funny.
Except for you, officer.
Hey, me?
I always did love a man in a uniform.
Sorry, man, but I'm gay. Move along. Nothing to see here.
Well...
Swing and a miss!
Except for that crashed hovercraft.
Nah. You see those everywhere these days.
Sorry?
Dime a dozen.
Crashed hovercraft are a dime a dozen?
15 a week, ma'am. At the very least. In this city alone.
Can we get a
But they
firmware
say it's the
upgrade,
safest
please?
mode of transportation available.
Statistically, yes. Unless you're aboard one of the buggers. Then your chance of survival drops drastically.
What?
They're the safest mode of transportation, if you stay on the ground. The chances of being hit by one going down are relatively low.
Thanks for ruining my trust in modern technology.
We're here to protect and serve.
Isn't it the other way around?
Just keep it moving, ma'am. Nothing to see here.
Except for the escaped convict right behind you.
I'm on special duty today, ma'am. So that escaped convict will have to take care of himself. After all, who'd guard this perimeter in my absence?
Me? I'll be good.
That was a rhetorical question, ma'am. You are not qualified. Now, move along. Nothing to see here.
Except...
I won't tell you again, so move along. There is absolutely nothing to see here. Nothing. Jeez, don't you people have anything better to do?
Are you feeling all right, officer?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm fine. All the dust from the debris is just choking me up.
Nope.
That was really, really goofy.
If I'm not completely mistaken, and if I remember my tech classes correctly, that's an anti-gravity control unit. It looks fully intact.
And highly ineffective.
Rather.
It's a high-voltage laser perimeter fence. The color indicates that they're using military-grade lasers.
Because if you can't keep them out, you may as well slice them to ribbons, apparently. Well, 3 bloody cauterized chunks, I guess. Because there's 2 beams. heavy boots.
Hey! How do I get into the station?
That is the question, is it not?
Pardon?
To get in, or not to get in? That is the question.
Good
Whether it
grief,
is
more
nobler in
weirdos.
mind.
Oh, I'm not a weirdo. I'm an actor.
No offense, but isn't that an oxymoron?
Lady, you are the cruelest she alive.
How do I get into the station?
You don't. Not today.
But I need to get in. What if there's been a crime?
Good point. I guess you need to report it via one of the many kiosks installed throughout the city, or by contacting an officer of the law.
Like yourself?
I am but a humble servant of Her Majesty, and I'm actually assigned to Vice, so don't bother.
Any chance you'll let me through?
Shower me with sweet forgiveness, Princess, but unfortunately, I cannot. The doors ain't working.
The doors aren't working?
They're not. Good lord, I must report this immediately, after I'm done with my policing exercise.
Did you say the doors weren't working?
Ah, correct. The only things getting in and out of the station today are police officers, prisoners, and garbage.
Aren't they all pretty much one and the same thing?
Oh!
Cutting words from a wench's barbed mouth?
What did you call me?
Sweet princess.
That's more like it. How are you able to bring garbage out and prisoners in when the doors are broken?
Doors don't work, but the gate downstairs does. Of course, you can only get through that inside of a vehicle. The security measures are quite extreme.
Like how extreme?
Can you say radiation poisoning?
Psychotic?
Why were you parading back and forth like that?
I am practicing the fine art of policing.
It doesn't look like policing. It looks like acting.
Bollocks! And I thought I was making progress.
Maybe if you tried being a little less rigid?
Yeah, but it's this bloody suit. It makes everyone move the same way. I'm not able to release the character.
Are you an actor or a cop?
Both, darling. Both. I am an actor, but I will portray an officer of the law in my next motion picture. It's called Mad Cop 2. I play the Mad Cop's friend, the somewhat ticked-off cop.
I think I saw the first one. It stunk.
I agree. But this one has a certain, je ne sais quoi, flair that the original lacked.
You mean more violence, more sex, less plot?
That's it.
So you're doing research for your next role?
Indeed, my fair maiden, I am. I have been assigned to a squad to capture the essence of Her Majesty's honorable service.
And what squad would that be?
Vice.
Thanks, and good luck.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Farewell, princess. Till we meet again, farewell.
Newport Police Department. It's a holographic sign.
And not very visible for netting. Oh, it says PD.
Mm-hmm.
Almost looks like it says poo.
It's a police officer. He's guarding the wreckage.
I didn't really expect that to work, but...
Struggling.
Mission 5.
The very first hint in this thing. The very first. Is something you haven't gotten to yet. Remember, it says, sadly, Officer Guybrush cannot guard the perimeter.
Doors are closed.
Try and mess with
Dang it, come on.
It didn't even highlight white.
Yeah, I know.
Try messing with the doors. Do you get an operate prompt for door?
Mm-mm.
Here's a gun emergency.
The watch is ticking.
Perhaps I need to find something else somewhere else. Oof. Oof. Let's go back to Hope Street and pay another visit to Father Raoul.
Hello, Father.
It's good to see you back. How may I be of assistance today?
Where did you say I could find Warren Hughes?
Maybe he'll give more information.
Your
on
best
asking
bet
you.
would be Building 87, just down the street.
Thanks.
Okay, nope.
Goodbye.
He's on the right away. Says, I got the door in the police station to open. I got the door in the police station open, but I can't get through. I said, toilets, and a garage. And then how do I get rid of the artificial garage?
locked. There's no doorknob. It's impossible to open it from this side.
I don't still have the matches. Let's see if this cop can give any insight.
It's a police officer.
Nope.
It's an elevator that goes up to the mid and upper levels of the city.
Hold it! You're not taking this elevator.
Oh, sneaky. Remember that roadblock you go under there?
Yeah.
Perhaps if I try entering the idea of the intersecting street, the roadblock will move.
It's literally just this K-rail on wheels.
It's a garbage container, and it's mostly empty, save for a couple of sticky old newspapers and bottles.
Keep it close to yourself.
Raccoon!
That was so gross. The things I do to save the world, I mean that smell, that sticky stuff, the way that rat just wouldn't let go. Disgusting.
Oh.
Not to mention the
Don't
fact
be mean
that
to
I
rats.
really, truly stink. I don't think this is ever coming off. I'm gonna stink like fish heads and moldy pizza for the rest of my sorry life.
Fish heads, fish.
You're just lucky that flying trash truck didn't have a compactor.
Yeah.
You can usually tell a crook by his eyes and his foul behavior. Tuvok? Tuvok?
It does look like Tuvok! Wow, a Voyager reference!
Huh.
The other guy looks kind of like a monk or a Cardassian.
It's a toolbox. There's a sheet of paper in here.
Yoink.
It's some kind of requisition form or work order. This phone, 099-12090. It's an old vid phone, ancient technology. Visuals are so passé. The screen and camera are both out of order, I think. It's a thin guy wearing red coveralls. He looks like a repairman.
Repairman, man.
Hiya.
Huh? You an angel from heaven come to take me away?
No point talking to old Georgie there. Ever since he overdosed on raptures, he ain't been right in the head. I don't ever let him hold the hammer no more either, I'll tell you that.
Hi.
What do you want? We're on our lunch break, honey.
Excuse me, how do I smell?
Smell? Are you coming on to me, honey?
What?
I don't know. Women don't usually come on to me, so I'm just checking. I wouldn't want to miss a come on.
I asked you how I smelled.
Yeah, right. Like, moldy pizza and... is that salmon?
Smoked.
Yeah. And a faint touch of rum?
I had an accident with a bottle inside a garbage container.
Happens to me all the time. You're not alone. In fact, there are meetings downtown every Wednesday night.
I don't have a drinking problem.
That's what they all say.
If you can't admit it to yourself, honey, you do. After all, who's the one reeking of rum? Not me, that's for sure. Not today, anyway.
Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting? You betcha, honey.
Oh, yeah, it's not Saturday anymore.
From my extensive knowledge of cop shows, I'd say she's probably the desk sergeant on duty. For some reason, they're always slightly overweight and grumpy. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Where are the archives?
The archives? You're not an officer of the law, are you?
So what if I'm not?
Then you can't go into the back, capiche? Cops only. Besides, half the doors in this building, including that one, are out of order. Nobody's going in, nobody's coming out. And until those overpaid, underworking service guys get off their butts and back to work, that's the way it's gonna stay.
Thanks anyway. The doors are closed. They don't open manually. The panel is closed. It's completely secured. I can't open it. Bocama Mercer Corporate Labor Union, form number 09042. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits. It's a carbon copy of an old work order.
Nope, that doesn't do anything. Nope.
Can you give it to the other guy?
Couldn't give it to either of them.
No one here will do the monkey.
But Constable Guybrush.
Like one says, a literal carbon copy in the 23rd century? Wow, this is a dystopia.
Yeah, I still see carbon copies around.
And lots of thermal paper.
Mm-hmm.
Great for playing fingernail tic-tac-toe. Don't widen your pupils at me. I didn't do anything.
Remy. Perform a mind meld. Give me your wisdom.
Now.
It's okay, Remy.
Remy gave you her wisdom. You didn't learn anything.
No. me solve this puzzle, Remy. I don't think licking their arms is going to help at all. Well, while she's occupied doing that.
It's a repairman.
Play the weird flute, doot, 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 doot. Play the weird flute, doot, 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 doot. The weird flute, doot, 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 doot. You play the weird flute. I got the door in the police station open, but I can't get through. Needs to be past here. Bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Prisoner. Hey, have you talked to those Duncanses?
Can't.
Oh.
I can only look at them.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again, what do you want now?
Thanks anyway.
She's just here to annoy. Oh, it does his index finger, okay. For a moment I thought the bad guy was flipping off the screen.
No, he was picking his nose.
In public, like a barbarian?
Well, yeah.
Was he going bar, bar, bar?
Bar, bar, bar.
Busy. What a surprise.
Oh, talk to the dudes again.
I haven't spoken with Mom since I left, actually. I should give her a ring.
Ding-a-ling-ding.
Is this the time to be doing that?
No.
Hello?
Hi, Mom? It's April. How are you?
Where are you, sweetheart?
In the city, Mom, you know that.
Why didn't you call? I've been worried sick about you, sweetheart.
Didn't you get my letter?
Yes, and I can't say I understand why.
Well, that was the problem, wasn't it? You didn't understand.
I don't think it was fair of you to be so hard on your father. You hurt him a lot, you know? And I'm not just talking about you pushing him down the stairs.
And what about me? You don't think he hurt me? Were you so blind you didn't see that?
April, you know I can't take sides in this.
No. Of course not. Not you. Not ever. Anyway, is Dad doing okay? I mean, after the fall.
He broke his arm and he had to take some time off work. Money short because of that. We had to pull Danny out of school until next semester.
You can't blame me for those things, Mom.
If you hadn't left like you did...
I'd probably be dead now, Mom. I couldn't take it anymore. Please, let's not argue about this now. I just wanted to hear your voice.
Please come home, April. We still love you.
No. Thank you, but no. That's not gonna happen. Listen, I have to go. I'm in the middle of something. Take care, okay?
Okay, sweetheart. I love you.
Yeah, me too, Mom. Bye.
Really sad.
This phone, 099-12090. That's just my incoming call.
It is. Why have you done these things?
It's me again. Why aren't you guys working?
We're on our contractually bound lunch break.
Huh. Right. But you're not eating.
We're done eating, sure, but we're still on our break. Clause 16 of the contract, and I quote, improper digestion may prove detrimental to further work-related activities. End quote.
Meaning what?
We're letting the corned beef settle, honey.
Aren't you supposed to fix the doors?
That's right.
But instead you're just sitting here.
That's right.
And you're not planning on getting back to work anytime soon?
That's right.
And you're not bothered by this?
That's right.
I could say anything at all.
That's right.
And you just answer...
That's right.
Well, how's that for productivity? Yeah, that's right. It'd be so nice if you could fix the doors.
And it would be so nice if you could go away and leave us alone.
Is there anything I can do to make you go back to work?
No, short of emergency, we ain't moving our asses in the foreseeable future.
What constitutes an emergency?
Any event accompanied by a specific work order signed in triplicate.
What kind of work order?
Well, you know.
Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting? You betcha, honey.
Come on, I have... Really? That's not enough on its own. Come on. I've got signatures on there. I've got this thing right here. That has something to do with the solution, I'm sure of it.
Try bugging Lydia about it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again. What do you want now?
Thanks anyway.
Nope.
What good would that do?
It's got signatures on it. Maybe I could get a third.
It's a picture of Charlie, Emma, and me in Florence Park. Marcus took it about a month ago before it got real hot.
Oh, duh. Talk to the derps again. Ask them about that work order.
I thought that was just going to be another thing of you know, confirm what I'm supposed to do again.
It's me again. About the work order.
Yeah? Which one?
You know, for emergencies.
You mean the short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits requisition form?
Sure.
Well, if you were to produce said requisition with the appropriate signatures, we'd be forced to prematurely suspend our lunch break, for tactical reasons, of course. Thus, allowing our scheduled work to be completed.
Don't you just love bureaucracy?
You what?
Never mind. Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting? You betcha, honey.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again. What do you want now?
Thanks anyway.
Nope, either back.
You keep ending conversations prematurely.
I didn't do anything. It automatically ended.
Oh, okay, I guess you have to talk to him again.
It's me again.
Yeah, I didn't give any input.
Where do I go to get the requisition form?
What form?
The requisition form for the short-term tactical suspension of union member benefits.
Any official office for which we perform services.
Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting? You betcha, honey.
How long can your lunch break possibly be? Mine's only an hour.
Excuse me,
It's not
ma'am.
big.
You again. What do you want now?
I need a requisition form number 09042. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits.
Hold on. Here you go, miss. Union requisition form number 09042.
Bocamba Mercer Corporate Labor Union, form number 09042. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits. The work order's blank.
This puzzle is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
There might be more information somewhere in there.
Like where?
Possibly somewhere you already looked.
It's a toolbox. The panel is closed. It's completely secured. I can't open it. The doors are closed. They don't open manually. This phone, 099-12090. Vidphone. The screen and camera are both out of order. The doors are closed. Excuse me, ma'am.
You again. What do you want now?
Oh, you have that.
Thanks anyway. better
no bureaucrats.
fill out this work order first.
Yep.
Fix the damn doors. Sign the commish. There.
What did she write that with?
I assume she went to the desk for a pin.
Now we're set.
What's this?
Oh, just a jolly little requisition entitled Short-Term Tactical Suspension of Union Members' Benefits.
Say what? Lady, do you realize what you've just done? You've interrupted our lunch break. This is an official work order. It can't be. Wait. 09042. This isn't 09042-A, is it?
No, just plain old 09042 nothing.
Ha-ha! This being Sunday and all, that petition is useless. On public holidays, you need the extension -A form. Addendum for public holidays. Us being on triple overtime and all.
So?
So, we're gonna stay here and enjoy our extended break. Thank you very much. Now go away.
Isn't he annoying?
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again, what do you want now?
I'm sorry, but I need the 09042-A requisition form addendum as well.
The what? The 09042-A? Why the hell didn't you ask me for that one in the first place?
Because I'm a cruel bitch and I love torturing you. In fact, I've made it my life's mission to haunt you forever and ever with requests for useless forms and documents.
Hold on.
That was a weird response to that.
All right, requisition form number 09042-A. And that better be it.
100!
Sorry, that was... I accidentally bumped the volume thing. I feel like that's gotta somehow be used there, but...
Okay, now we're set. I hope.
Why do you keep bothering us? Don't you have anything better to do?
Nope.
No, absolutely not. This is requisition form number 09042-A, the short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits requisition form with the public holiday addendum.
Balls! We've been nailed, George. Get your ass off the chair. We're going back to work, thanks to this lovely young lady.
Don't you have a finite lunch break? Seriously, if I were in their position, I'd indicate how much longer the lunch break is. Mine's only an hour. By the time I finish eating, there might be like 40 minutes left of it at most. If someone really needs something, I'll just split the silly break. Do a thing, then pick up the break back off where I left it.
At least they're doing something, even if it's just staring at the panel.
Tell me the big guy doesn't have a case of Palmer's bug.
Good to see you up and about, George.
Mister, the plane! The plane!
What? Barely what?
The panel is open and some wires are hanging out.
You know, just chilling there.
Everyone says, wow.
Are you guys gonna be done soon?
Impressive.
Hey, who knows? This is complicated stuff, honey.
How complex is it? No. actually know the answer, but I'm just thinking, no, that looks and sounds stupid. Hey, you trying to like startle him and make him zap himself?
How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Good to see you up and about, George.
The ants. They're everywhere. There are ants in my pants.
You might want to give that a second glance.
At least they're doing something, even if it's just staring at the panel. Good to see you up and about, George.
I'd love some green eggs and ham. Wouldn't you?
I think so, man.
Good to see you up and about, George.
What's the deal with those spaceship dinners, huh? I mean, they taste like hospital food.
And what's the deal with airline food?
Good to see you up and about, George.
They never quit. They quality assure everything. I can't take a pee without quality assurance standing behind me, checking off boxes and taking urine samples.
From behind you?
How do you pee?
Good to see you up and about, George.
I think this may be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
This is extraordinarily
Good to
silly.
see you up and about, George.
Oh.
Good to...
to be young again. And also a robot.
Good to...
Captain's log. Stardate. Sunday, July 30th. 2209. We've encountered an manal. We've encountered something weird.
Good to...
In Miracle, there are always vacancies.
Crazy freaking writers.
I misread vacancies as vaccines.
That'd be nice.
Good to see...
Mister, the plane.
And that brings us back around to the beginning.
The doors are closed.
Okay,
They don't open
so-
manually. The panel is open and some wires are hanging out.
Now it's time to screw with the phone.
Hey, there's a phone call for you.
For me? Who is it?
I think it might be union business.
Out of my way, lady!
The panel is open and some wires are hanging out.
Try messing with it.
I will as soon as it gives me... There we go.
I can't get to the wires while these guys are working on them. I need to create some kind of distraction. Get them away from the panel. I can't get to the wires while these guys are
Talk
working
to
on them.
George then.
I need to create some kind of... There's a call for you too, sir.
Me? I get no calls ever. Except from my mommy. Is it my mommy?
It could very well be your mommy.
Oh. Thanks.
It's a long shot, but if I try to cross these wires... Voila! I'm so good.
Hey, you can't go back there. It's a restricted area.
I need to distract her. But how?
You're a restricted area.
The doors are closed. You can usually tell a crook by his eyes and his foul behavior.
Always the monkey.
Sadly, not the monkey.
Is it the flute?
No!
Is it...
No.
Is it... Is it... The...
Nope. It's something environmental.
Entirely environmental, okay.
Let's see. What's the most difficult form to get a hold of?
See, April is
The label on that shelf
damagingly
says,
clever.
reporting indecent or lewd behavior by bingo or BM personnel, number 31366.
A leg. Elegant.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again. What do you want now?
I'd like that form for complaining about lewd and indecent behavior, please.
Number?
31366.
Hold on.
And away we go! Isn't that arguably
Bingo.
one of the stupidest
The
things?
world's favorite soda. And after the devastating soda wars of 2159, the world's only soda.
I've heard of Cola Wars, but that's,
Sounds like they got a little out of hand that time.
Considering the fact that I'm inside a police station, it might be prudent to pay for the soda first.
Fine.
Let's see. Cola, lemon, lime, strawberry, strawberry lime, strawberry cola, cherry cola. Yuck. I'll go with the old standby, Bingo Classic. Boring, but safe.
What's wrong with cherry cola? I mean, strawberry cola sounds weird, but...
Right up. That worked pretty weird in Colin. Lurk.
It's a retinal scanner, instantly outdated by the genetic scanner, but I guess here they don't care. I don't think so. The security feedback will probably fry my eyeballs.
Dang it. Turns the thing again.
Fun fact, my dear. A retinal scanner would actually be more effective than a genetic scanner. A genetic scanner would have difficulty telling the difference between twins and triplets and such. Well, if they're identical genomes, no. Did it have different
Sergeant Anthony McDonald. Sergeant Morty Lowe. Sergeant Maria Hernandez. Sergeant Ricky Mahoney. Sergeant Russell Franco. Sergeant Frank Manelli.
Sergeant Liza Minnelli.
It's occupied.
You're occupied.
Hi. Who's in there?
Manelli, who's asking?
God, I know that voice.
What?
Oh no!
Who are you?
This is the guy who poisoned.
Agent Scully, FBI.
Agent Scully, FBI.
You'll be wanting the chief's office then. That's down the hall. Oh my God, pain.
You should feel bad, April. You should feel bad.
Hello?
You did something
Who is
wrong.
Sergeant Hernandez.
Maria, thank God you're here. Listen, I need you to get my stomach medicine from the locker. Here's the key. Oh God.
This is serious. I'm doing something's trash.
Tummy ooh ah. Fast relief for a runny tummy. It's a receptacle for a synthetic eye. I guess Frankie Boy's using one of those babies. Never tell from looking at him. It's a receptacle for synthetic eye. It's empty, so he must be using it. Sergeant Manelli's been banging this locker shut one too many times. Say hello to 7 years of bad luck, guy. That sure makes me feel a whole lot better about harassing him.
Is that all that's in here?
Nope.
No?
Have a closer look around one of the things you just looked at.
It's broken.
A closer look.
It's a receptacle. It's a receptacle for synthetic eye. It's empty, so he must be using it. It's a loose shard of the mirror glass. I'll just carefully separate this shard from the mirror.
Well, narrating my actions, so here's what I'm
Like
doing.
so. I'll have to be careful carrying this around. Archives login. F. Manelli. Password, wife's birthday. What a smart boy. Real security whiz.
So now we have to figure
It's
out what his
broken.
wife's birthday
I
is.
think he's taking a security dump.
Oh.
Oh, thank God, thank God.
How are you feeling?
Better. A little better. I need it. I think this medicine is flushing out my system a little, you know what I mean? It's accelerating the natural process. Achoo. Achoo. Achoo.
No need to go any further, sir.
Thanks, Maria. Hey, you got a cold or something? You sound different.
Yeah,
Yes.
a cold or... I got something, all right. How's Mrs. Manelli doing?
Why you asking? I didn't think you'd... Ah, hell, Maria, we spoke about this. I told you Can't you just let it rest?
Sure, sorry. Just wondering.
I wish you wouldn't, Maria. You know how... It is what it is, you know?
About Mrs. Manelli.
God damn it, Maria, I'm on the freaking can, yeah?
I was just thinking, maybe I should get her a birthday present. What do you think?
Are you nuts? Have you gone completely nuts? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Being nice?
Nice. You want Laura to kick me out of my own apartment? Is that it? You want my wife to kick me out of the apartment tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Your wife's birthday's tomorrow?
You're not buying her a present, Maria. Don't even think about it. That would be such a big mistake. You don't want to make a mistake like that.
Okay, boss. You're the boss.
Don't call me boss. And would you leave me alone? I'm not in a sociable mood. Hell, I'm on the can.
Gotta go, Manelli.
Thanks for your help, Maria.
I think Manelli's the one going.
Phew. Jesus, I think I'm allergic to the goddamn medicine.
The showers. Unisex, of
Oh,
course.
crap, my eye.
Oh no, that's not where your eye goes. Yoink.
Hey, leave my eye open. There you are. Back in your slot.
Do
Phew.
I have to be faster?
Oh,
Or?
crap, my eye. Hey, leave my eye alone.
Turtle scanner.
I didn't get it though.
There you are.
Oh.
Back in your slot.
Well, the hint is I can't imagine what to do next.
Oh, crap, my eye.
It's Frank Manelli's synthetic eye.
Hey, leave my eye alone. There you are.
I alone
Back in your
love
slot.
you. I alone tempt you. I alone love you. Fear is not the end of this.
Oh, crap, my eye. Hey, leave my eye alone.
Oh no! They can put something else in his skull.
It's a receptacle for synthetic eye. It's empty, so he must be using it.
Swap it with
crap,
this and then
my
he'd look
eye.
like an anime character.
No! Why do you do that?
What else do I do?
There you are. Back in your
She's quite
slot.
fond of that monkey. You're going to just give him away as an eyeball?
The thought of him trying to shove it in his eye hole amuses me.
Makes you amused by an eyeball.
Oh, crap,
There are
my
worse
eye.
ones.
It's a can of delicious Bingo Classic Soda. Even if it wasn't the only soda available, Bingo would still be the soda for me.
There you are. Back in your slot.
Hey, Manelli, how would you
my
like a nice,
eye.
refreshing soda?
Oh. Wait, what? Use the what?
Hickory what?
There you are.
Smoked what?
Back in your slot.
This happens. Okay, I guess something is monkey related.
Aha!
Oh, crap, my eye.
Does he have a loose eyeball? That's not quite that simple. Are we supposed to
Back in
pick
your
up a-
slot.
I don't think so. Okay. You see a monkey eye in there?
No.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you're probably gonna need to make it even harder for him to see in order to get him next time.
I could use a shower, but no.
I don't see a light switch.
Oh, crap, my eye.
A sign that says showers.
Oh, I thought it was a sign that said light switch.
No.
There is a light switch.
There you are.
Oh, it's
Back in your slot.
Oh, that's it. That didn't really look like a light switch.
Oh, crap, my eye. What the hell happened to my... Maria! Maria, did you take my eye? Give it back! There you are. Back in your slot. Oh, crap, my eye.
No, that's not it.
What the heck?
There you are. Back in your slot.
Just toss the can up over the top of the door, beat him in the head. He'll be unconscious. Steal his eye.
Oh, crap, my eye.
Okay, closely examine Mr. Constable there.
I think one of his eyes is falling out. The eye came loose. Poor Constable Guybrush. Sorry, Guybrush, but I need to borrow your eye for a while.
Oh, crap, my eye. There you are. Back in your slot. Oh, God, I'm seeing red. I'm having a stroke. Maria! Maria, go get the doctor fast. I'm seeing red.
Oh, this poor freaking detective. April, you're horrible. Michael says the monkey was actually the solution?
Right?
If I remember my digital history lessons correctly, that's what's called a dot matrix printer. They used that in, like, the 18th century or something.
They were pretty quickly replaced by bubble jets.
It's a computer from, like, the Stone Age.
Not
I've
laser
never
jets.
seen anything like it outside of a museum. It's a miracle it's still working, let alone in active service.
Sometimes it's a green screen.
That would be something.
It's a control panel with a weird keyboard.
How weird is it?
It says QWERTY.
I'm
It is a
Frank
green
Minelli,
screen.
and I feel really guilty doing this.
Wow!
I love my wife Laura, and her birthday is on the 31st of this month, which means Laura 0731? Please, 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 please. Yes, I'm so good. Again. Now, what to search for?
Excuse me.
Search box.
Warren Franklin Hughes, aka Fire Lizard Terminator Boy Zeke.
Fire lizard? Seriously, we're going to freaking Anne McCaffrey reference?
Sure. Father Ellis Hughes, deceased. Mother Simone Paris, deceased. Siblings Erica Hughes. Address, nah. ID, nah. Contact, nah. Wanted for a Col 1, failure to comply with colonization agenda, 11-2308. Wanted in connection with multiple burglaries. Wanted for questioning regarding destruction of public property.
I don't think I need to see any more of Warren's rap sheet. He's been
Dear crud, look at that. They sent them... Not only did they send all three of them to different colonies, they're going to send him to a fourth colony.
Actually, I assumed that was just the person's individual reference number.
Oh, a colonist number.
Yeah.
Warren's sister, and that's her colonization number. I'd better remember it in case I need it. Warren's sister, and that's her colonization number.
Would you mind writing it
Better
down in
remember
case she
in case
doesn't
I need
remember it?
Oh boy. It's an annoying number too.
0050 1231 8535 3260.
To repeat that? 005 0 1 2 3 1 8 5 3 5 3 2 6 0.
Yep.
Very good. Michael one says there's a print option.
This one I don't think I want to print. Oh, wait, for the number,
Until
right.
I update Warren's rap sheet, there's no reason to print it out. I'll just make a few small changes. Nothing major. That's much better. Scary how easy it is to manufacture a saint. Presses are rolling. Now, where's the printer?
Nearby. Probably the thing's spinning out that sick dance beat.
It's a long shot, but... The Church of Voltec is the front of the Vanguard use here in Stark, so there must be at least some information available.
The Revolutionary Church. Registered trademark of the Revolutionary Church Holdings. Registered as organized religious movement under the Manu Memorandum. Information protected and classified under the Religious Secrecy Act, the Manu Memorandum, Article 93, Section 42, or Section 93, Article 42, whatever order those usually come in. Contact White Cardinal Jacob McAllen.
White Cardinal? What the hell is that? I should keep that name in mind, though. It could turn out to be important.
The Religious Secrecy Act.
Mm-hmm.
Today on things that shouldn't be allowed to be...
Yeah.
The so-called White Cardinal. Wonder who he is.
Classified. This request has been logged. User Frank Manelli has violated user privileges. Frank Manelli, please report to supervisor.
Oh, this poor guy.
I have no idea what that is.
Vanguard runes.
Would you mind giving me a piece of paper? I want to write that down. Or hell, I could write it on top of the pizza box. Just give me a pin.
Pizza boxes are in the fridge now.
This one isn't.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I've got paper here. Some of it's even dedicated scrap paper. Just seem to find all these damn receipts. Napkins. And crap.
Okay. Noted.
Cool beans. Let's see here. Search for
Warren's
Jacob
sister.
McAllen.
Please let there be something.
No information available.
Now search for call number.
It's the only lead I have, so if this falls through, I'm out of luck.
I'm so glad they abstracted that load for us.
Erica Drake. Born... she's only 9. Bocamba Mercer Prime, Office of the Administrator, care of Lieutenant Carol Drake. Adopted by Lieutenant Carol Drake. After death of parents.
In 2208.
I'd better get a hard copy of this for Warren.
Wait, when did he get chipped off?
I'm not sure. I'm curious, but I don't really want to leave a paper trail.
Today on the Is That Safe show. Can you save first?
Not right here. I'm going to log off, then save.
Oh, good. It lets you do this. Because that is super worrisome and rather interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna make sure there's no warrant or anything out for my arrest.
No information available.
Okay, good.
It's the hard copy of all the information Warren wanted on his sister and himself.
Good, good.
It's a control panel with a weird keyboard.
Aha.
I think I need to access the archives again, or if... Maybe you can give him back his eye. Because if he keeps sneezing, the monkey eye might fall out. He can swap him again. Huh. Automated physical records. Neat.
There's nothing in here. Oh, except for a tiny data cube. It's a tiny data cube with a non-standard interface. It probably won't work on the screen we have at home.
And I don't imagine it'll work on this archaic piece of equipment we have here.
I hope nobody's watching.
Oh yeah, there's a window right just down into the... Oh boy.
Now, getting out of here.
Don't want to try and give Millie back his eye?
Well, I can't really go that way. It won't let me.
Locker room.
Yep. Can't go back that way.
It's a screwdriver. The repairman must have left it by accident.
Really sad, hard luck police detective. He doesn't listen to how he's been suffering.
Wires. One red, one blue. It's a toolbox. The panel is open and some wires are hanging out.
The repairmen are gone. That looks like, yeah, he's shackled to that seat.
They stopped dunking around on the phones and turned to see the door open. They were like, "Our work here is done."
That was remarkably less dangerous than it was built up to be. But I am curious about this.
Yeah, apparently this is where you're supposed to get the news report about the shuttle crash.
This
Light, the sequence broke.
This is where I got... Oh, you mean at this point?
Yep.
Oh, okay. After doing all this, okay.
Because you wandered off to like an odd corner of things instead of straight to the police station. So, trigger that scene. And all that silly, silly dialogue.
Move along. Nothing to see. Keep it moving, ma'am. Dust.
That won't make the cop abandon his post. I need to come up with a better plan. And being a good Samaritan may be the honorable course of action, but it won't help me save the world. Worlds.
So that is part of the solution.
Mission 5.
Can't stab the soda can with either stabbing device that I have. Is this something that I even do yet?
Possibly not, because for the time being, you have what you came for.
Hmm.
Ooh, careful of that.
I saw this on an episode of MacGyver 2200.
Step away from the fence, ma'am.
Okay, so that is part of the solution. I have two parts of it. Let's grow a fake plant inside of him.
It's Constable Guybrush. My toy? Ape. It's Constable Guybrush. My toy? Ape.
Ape. Would you like a screwdriver?
He may be thirsty, but I think he's on duty.
And we already know he doesn't want a screw. But
Mission 5.
I think you have what you came for.
yeah, but I have two very good parts of a solution here. I just need to figure out how to put them together.
I think you need to do something to the setup.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Oh, and I can't... Well, I can go to Metro Circle.
Can't think why.
I can't go to the theater and get the stuff that I gave to Manelli.
Oh, gross! That's definitely not. After seeing what it did to him, you really want to do it to anyone else ever?
Oh.
I don't want to
Except
know
maybe,
what
like,
he's doing.
That Vanguard boss guy? That would be funny.
Yeah.
How did it go? Did you get the information? Is my sister okay?
It wasn't easy, but I did it. Your sister's fine. You don't have to worry about the law or the corporates anymore.
That's great. Thank you. Really. Thank you. So do you have the information for me?
Sure, right here. Listen, Warren. Your parents. They're dead. But your sister's okay. She's been adopted by some woman named Drake, a lieutenant with the Wakamba Mercer Corporation.
My sister's a corp brood? And my parents. You know that should hurt, but it doesn't. I don't feel anything. My parents left me a long time ago. But my sister, I gotta find her.
I'm sure you will, Warren.
I see you wiped my record clean. That's good. I wasn't sure if you could be able to do that.
No problemo. I'm not too shabby with computers.
So let me know what I can do for you, sister.
Can you put me in touch with your friend now?
Yeah, for the information you needed? Right. You got it. Head on out to the Newport docks, down in the outskirts of the city. It's all deserted now since they stopped using the boats for cargo shipments. Head across the construction yard to a large garage. You can't miss it. It's got all these large tubes outside. Knock 3 times on the door, and tell Burns Flipper, and this guy's weird, so don't mind the stuff he says. Tell the Flipper that I sent you. I'll call ahead to let him know you're coming. He should be able to help you out with almost everything you need to know, okay?
Thanks. Bye, Warren.
Hey, keep it cool, sister.
Cool. And that brings us about to the end of our show. I'm not gonna go there quite yet, because who knows how long that'll take me to get through. But let's head back to East Venice for the moment. And yeah, stuff looks... yeah, there's nothing else really that I was going to do with that. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern for Throne of Games, where we'll be continuing Valkyria Chronicles. Should be, at least. And then I'll be back next Thursday, also at 9 p.m. Eastern for Thursday Throne, where we'll be continuing this. Thanks again, and I hope to see you all next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Oh, wait, yeah, I should... yeah, save first.
Saving would be what?
Save. Quit. Yes. Quit. And... there's the button.